In this video, we'll be discussing about optimizing project, or we may say resource scheduling or crashing in the project. And to do that, before that, one should have a clarity about how to draw the network, what are the earliest and latest occurrence time of an event in the project, and we should be aware about critical path and free flow times of the activity. All these topics are covered in my last video. The link is added in the description box. Now let us take this question, and in this question, whenever we are doing the crashing, we must be given the activities, total time taken by the activity, normal cost taken by the activity, and hence also the crashing time should also be given. Say for example, activity 1 to 2, it is normally taking 6 days. With an extra cost, with an extra labor, or with an extra effort, it can be reduced to 1 more day, and it takes now 5 days. And this reduction always involve an increase in the cost. So normally it takes 300, but because of my extra effort or the extra involvement, the cost has increased, so this is now 400. So whenever we are doing crashing, this normal data is already given, and additionally what is the extra amount required, this would also be given, and hence I can start scheduling my project knowing that this would be my extra cost and this is my reduction time. Okay, so let's start by looking the first question that has been asked. Draw the network and find project completion time and cost. So draw the network, and I want to calculate the completion time, and I want to calculate the cost. We have already seen in the last video, to calculate project completion time, I only need to calculate the earliest and the latest, and the last node of the latest time will give me the total project completion time. And cost, so because we have performed all the activities, so all the activities are performed, all the activities which are written here are being performed or carried out. So simply sum these total normal cost will give me the total cost of the project. Time may be parallel. For example, one activities are started parallelly from a node. This takes 6 days, this takes 5 days. So totally if you look the time of these two, it is only the maximum time 6 days, because these 5 days are already covered here. Okay, so the time is the maximum one, which is 6 days. We are not adding 6 plus 5, 11. So time is not the addition of these, but we calculate it from the usual calculation of the earliest and latest. But for the cost, because both the activities has been performed, so add the cost of this activity, which is C1, add the cost of this activity C2. So the cost are C1 plus C2. So while doing this, let us see this. Now here is the project network of this question which is given. I've calculated the time with the latest and earliest time. So we can see project completion time of this network is 26 days. So I'm assuming that this data is given per day. If it is month or if it is years, so you can put up that years or month. And the cost, project cost, this is the sum of normal cost of all activities, normal costs of all activities. And if I sum this normal cost of all activity, I get this quantity rupees 4500. So this is the first quantity that we wanted to calculate. We have drawn the project, we have calculated the completion time, and we have calculated the project cost. In the next question, we want to find most economical schedule if the project is to be completed in 23 days. So now we can see here the project is being completed in 26 days, but I want to find out a project completion in 23 days. So the question is how to reduce this 3 days. And if I look at the network, suppose I make a reduction now. Let's see. Suppose I start from the last node. Just randomly I am taking this last node. Suppose if this 8, I am trying to reduce this 8 by 3 days, and I am taking this activity 5 days. So let us see here the time calculation. This is 15. Earliest of this node is 15. If I add this 15 plus 5, this will give me 20. And if I add this 21 plus 5, this will give me still 26. So the random reduction is not going to help me. The total time will not be reduced. What I should do is, for the reduction of time, I must need to identify which were the activity which took the longest time. So if I compare these two activities, In these two activities, the longest time was taken by 5 to 7, not by 6 to 7, because 21 plus 5 is corresponding to 26, not 15 plus 8, that was 23. So for the reduction, the first step is to identify the critical path. So let's start looking at the second question more appropriately. For crashing, step number 1 is identify critical path. And then in the critical path identification, we identify the activity where we need to do the crashing. Identify the activity for reduction or for crashing. And in step 3, find free float. We have already calculated free float in last video. Here we calculate slope also, because when we identify the reduction activity, we are going to find out the slope. And hence we are going to do the reduction. And finally, find FF, and in step 3 we find FF, find crash limit, and hence find compression limit. And in step 4 we make the reduction. Make the reduction in selected activity. In selected activity, and recalculate the time, and recalculate the project time. So these are the steps that we are going to follow in the crashing. Now let us see one by one. I need to identify my critical path first. So to do this first step, what I need to see is I have to draw my network again, and I have to see what is my critical path. So this is the network in the last case that we have drawn in the first part, and here I want to identify the critical path. And for the critical path, let's see what was the condition for the critical path, which follows the first condition, that earliest of the ith node should be equal to the latest of the ith node. Second, earliest of jth node should be equal to latest of jth node. And the third, the difference between the earliest time and the difference between the latest time should be equal to the time duration of the activity. So in this case, we see here that this is a critical path activity, because 0 zeros are same. You can see here this 6 is same, and if the difference between their times, 6 minus 0 and 6 minus 0, is equal to the time duration of the activity. And in the similar process, we find that this is a critical path activity, this is a critical path activity, and hence this is a critical path activity. So for any reduction that we want to do, we must have to do in this critical path only, because this is the longest duration. So 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 7. This is the critical path. And in that critical path, activities are, so what we can say specifically, what are the critical activities? So here we have already identified 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 7. These are the critical activities that we have identified. So now in these 4 activities, which is the first activity I should think about for my reduction? I want to reach from 26 days to 23 days. Should I reduce it in the first activity, or in the second activity, or in the third, or in the fourth activity? So this identification is done by the cost optimizing. And for the cost optimizing, I'll introduce now another term, that is what we call slope. Now slope is rate of change of cost with respect to time. So this means, what is this? Say for example, in normal circumstances, this is my time, and on this side the cost is available. Consider on this side, let's here it was a normal time, and on this side it was a normal cost. So this is the point for the normal cost. In this question we have already calculated this. This has 26 days and we have 4500 rupees. Now as the time decreases, we want to decrease the time, so the cost get increased. So this would be somewhere over here. And if I look at the cost time curve, so this would be the curve that it is going to follow. And from here, this is the point normal time, normal cost, and here I am considering the crash time and the crash cost. This is the crash time. Crash time means the decreased time that we desire to have. Okay. Now if I simply treat them as the point in the axis, what is the formula for the slope that I can follow? This is Cc minus Cn divided by Tn minus Tc. So the slope is your positive now in this case, And by following this formula, I'm going to calculate the slope for each activity. Now let us see what are the activities given in the problem. So we write this data from the question, and these are the activities: normal time, crash time, normal cost, and crash cost is given in the question. Now to calculate the slope of each activity, although I require only for these 4 activities, but later on I might require the slope for some other activities because critical path changes after every reduction step. So here I'm just calculating slope for each activity, and let us look at the activity 1 to 2. So if I want to see the calculation, slope of activity 1 to 2. So in this case, what is the CC minus CN divided by the normal time minus the crash time? CC is 400, so this is 400, minus the normal crash cost is 300 divided by the time. So the normal time is 6 and the crash time is this. So this is 6 minus 5 and this makes 100 by 1. So this means slope is 100. So the rate of change per time is 100. So this means I can say, if the data is in days, so I have to pay 100 rupees extra to reduce the time by 1 day, and the 1 day cost now comes out to be 100. Similarly, if I want to calculate the slope of activity 1 to 3, so if I want to now calculate slope of 1 to 3, so let's see there, this is 600 minus 400 divided by 8 minus 6. So this is 8 minus 6. Now it is 2 days. So this is 200 by 2. So if I want to calculate per day, so per day is obviously 100. So this is again giving me 100 rupees. And so let us calculating the other slope in the similar way. I get that these slopes are 100, 87.5. This is 50, 100, 200 and 150. So I calculate the slope of the other activities. Now once we calculate the slope of the other activity, let us see now, come back to the critical path. Which are the critical activities? So look back, this is 1 to 2. We had 2 to 4. 4 to 5 and 5 to 7, and in these activity which have the least slope, so this is having the least slope, this have the least slope in critical path, in current critical path. So if this is, so that means the activity 4 to 5 is the best activity for the selection of the reduction, and that is what I have written in the step number 2. So I'll go back here. Identify the activity for the reduction or the crashing, that is slope. So from the slope we have identified which is the activity where reduction has to be made. If there is a tie in the slope, you can choose any one. And in this step number 3, now I'm going to calculate the crashing time also. So let us here see. So by least slope we have identified active 4 to 5 is the best for reduction. And we now need to calculate here crash limit. What is the crash limit now? We can see now from the question, crash limit is the normal time minus the crash time. Normally it takes 8 days and I can reduce it by 4 days, so the crash time is 4 days. So now this crash limit does not show us the network dependency, because the network is always dependent on some activities and hence some becomes the successor of the preceding activities. So to understand the network, we calculate here the FF limit. And FF limit, this is the minimum of non-zero positive free float time. So this FF we have already calculated in the last video. So this is free float time. And this is what finally I want to compress, which is compression limit. So compression limit is the finally reduction limit, or I may say this is the reduction time that has to be done in the activity 4 to 5. So this all we are doing for the activity 4 to 5. And compression limit is the minimum of crash limit and a minimum of FF limit. So here crash limit I have already calculated. This is 4. Let us see what is FF limit, and for FF I need to calculate what is free float. So in the network, if I look at in the network, what are the free float time? So let's see from here. So this is the network we have, and in this case we can see here the critical path FFs are all 0. So you may even skip writing those one. We are only interested in FFs of non-critical activities, and even in that we need to check a positive float. So this is 2 and 3. So I'm going to only compare in FF 2 and 3, and this is what we define here as the minimum of non-zero free float time, and hence it becomes the FF limit. So if I compare now From here, what is the minimum of these two? This is 2 and 3. These were the only two minimum that we have calculated. So minimum in this question is now 2, and hence FF limit becomes 2. So this it says that from the question, crash limit we have got from the question data. This we have got from the network, the free time available in the networks activity, and hence I can only reduce it by 2 days. So the compression limit of the activity 4 to 5 is only 2 days at this moment. So let us now reduce. So reduce the activity 4 to 5 by 2 days. So reduce the activity 4 to 5. So reduce the activity 4 to 5 by 2 days, and hence make the new network. And once we calculate the new network, we must now need to write down the time 4 to 5, which otherwise were taking 8 days. But now this time is 6 days because we have reduced. So the normal time for the activity 4 to 5 is now 6 days, and we'll keep this as 6 days, and all the remaining time as usual we'll calculate the earliest and latest, which are these. So here we can see that we have reached to 4 days, but we wanted to calculate for 23 days in the problem. A problem asked us to reduce the project to 23 days, but in this process we could have reduced it only by 2 days. So we need to repeat the whole process that we have just done. So that means for repetition of process, I should calculate again what is the critical path. So let us identify what are the critical paths. Again, this is the critical path. This was the time duration we already have calculated. And we also see now here that there is one more critical path coming up. You can see here 0, 0 this time is same. So this is a critical path. And 19, 19s are same, 8, 8 are same. This is 11. So every time we do the reduction, there is a possibility that the critical path has been changed and there is an addition in the critical path. Now there are two critical paths available with us. Okay. Now and I also want to calculate here the cost schedule for 24 days before I proceed forward. Cost for 24 days. Now because the cost for 24 days, what we have done here is the normal cost plus the 2 days cost that we have reduced. 2 days reduction cost. So this is, we may say it as a reduction cost, but it is actually an extra cost. Normally we have spent 4500 rupees for the project and 2 days. So the per day cost is 87.5 into 2 days. So that whole quantity is giving me 4675. So this is the slope of the activity 4 to 5 which I have considered here. So we have identified critical paths, 2 critical paths, and these critical paths are 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 7, and we have identified 1 to 3, 3 to 5. So these are the 2 critical paths that we have identified, and 5 to 7 also. In these 2 critical paths, again the first step is identify the activities with the least slope activities. So we need to identify which are least slope activities, and if I look at the first path, again here the least slope activity is 4 to 5 because the least slope is the same and it can still be reduced. In this second case, I need to identify 1 to 3. So if I look at 1 to 3, which is 100, 3 to 5, 3 to 5 is 50, and 5 to 7, 5 to 7 is 200. So the least slope activity is 3 to 5. Okay. Also there is a common activity in these two paths, which is 5 to 7. Now if the common activities, so you can put this as a remark here, the common activity. So we can see this as a remark here. The common activity in above 2 critical path could be selected for the reduction, but if this condition hold, if slope of the common activity is strictly less than the sum of the slope of the individual activity. In this case, the common activity is 5 to 7 and it is a part of the critical paths. But if the slope is less than the slope of the individuals, in that case I would select this activity which is common, because in that case it would be more cost effective. But in this case, this 200 is not less than 87.5 and 50. So this is not satisfying. So I am not going to select the common activity 5 to 7. But this is also one step that needs to be always cross-checked. If there is a common activity which ensure that the slope is less, so if it is more cost effective, more cost viable, I must select the common activity. Okay, so in this case it is not appearing, so I will be going again with 4 to 5 and 3 to 5. So again I am going to calculate crash limit for these activity. So you can see here, we can calculate here only crash limit of these activities. 4 to 5 have the crash limit. Now the normal time is 6 minus 4. So 6 minus 4 is 2. Crash limit for the activity 3 to 5. 3 to 5, it takes 11, and then normally it takes 5 days. So 11 minus 5, this is 6 days. And I'm also going to calculate FF limit for these both activities. So this is the crash limit, and I'm going to calculate FF limit, and finally I am going to get the compression limit for these two cases. So FF limit we need to calculate now. In this whole of the network is almost the associated with the critical path except in these two activity. So FF for this case is 8 plus 7 15 minus this 15, FF is 0. And if I calculate for this FF, this is 24 minus 15 plus 8 23, so FF is 1. So FF is only 1. FF limit, because the minimum is 1, hence the FF limit is 1. Minimum of these two quantity is what is my compression limit. So the compression limit is 1. So only one day I can reduce in these two paths. So we reduce one day in both activities, 4 to 5 and 3 to 5. And this reduction one day in both activity doesn't mean that it reduce the whole project by 2 days, because these are simultaneous activities. So the total reduction in the path is only by 1 day. So we can see this in the network again by the normal time calculation. We see this is now 23 days, the project completion time. Although we have reduces in both the activities by one day, but it contributes a parallel time. They are not in addition in the series. So we have to reduce it by one day. If we do not reduce in both activities, then the total time will not be reduced. It will be still 24. So this is why reduce in the critical path parallelly the same amount which comes as a compression limit. So we have reduced in activity 4 to 5 one day and also in 3 to 5. Earlier it was 6, now it is 5. This was 11 and now it is 10. And hence we calculate now again the critical path. So we say that this is the critical path. And this is also the critical path. And also notice that now there is one more critical path coming up, which is 8 to 7 and 15 to 8. This is also now becoming the critical path. In fact, all activities in the network are now critical activity. And if I look at the time, 4 to 6, notice here now from it was initially 8 days, but now then in the last step we have reduces to 6 days, and now we have reduces to one more 5 days, and this 11 is now reduced to 10 days. So this is normal time, and we can still reduce it by one more 4 days if we further want to calculate the project. So this completed the second part, and here we can calculate the project cost for 23 days also, which is the normal cost of the previous network. Normal cost for, because we have calculated it from the immediate preceder case. So for 24 days plus 1 day reduction cost, and in the 24 days we have calculated 4675. And 1 day we have reduced in both the activities. So this is 87.5 into 1 day plus 50 into 1 day. So this amount adds to 4812.5. This is the normal cost for 23 days. Now that completes our second part also. The third part of the problem, I wanted to find optimal or minimal project duration and associated cost. That means I want to understand how much more I can reduce my project. So let us see now further the reduction. So I will carry now the third part from here onwards, from the immediately preceding step, and I want to calculate minimum project duration. So I will see now from the previous case again, I am going to choose the critical path. So what are the critical paths here? 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 7. And in this case I have critical path 1 to 3, 3 to 5. And the third critical path now becomes 1 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 7. In those critical path, I am still going to identify the best activities as per the best slope. So this is 4 to 5, this we have identified 3 to 5, and in this case 1 to 3. So we can see from here the slope calculation. So if I look at 1 to 3, and if I look at 3 to 6 slope, and if I look at 6 to 7. So 3 to 6 and 1 to 3 have the slope as 100. Okay, so we can choose any one of them. Suppose if I choose the slope as 3 to 6. It's just randomly that I have selected 3 to 6. So we have seen that there is a common activity in these two cases, which is 5 to 7. But 5 to 7 was not a viable common activity. We have seen that in earlier case. Now let us see in these two cases. In these two cases also there is a common activity 1 to 3. So this is common activity. And in that common activity, let me to check, rather than I choose these individual, if I can find that 1 to 3 is a better option or not. So let's see this. The slope of 1 to 3 is 100, and this is less than the slope of 3 to 5. The slope of 3 to 5, this is 50, and if I add, there is one more slope of 3 to 6. So slope of 3 to 6, which is also 100. So this means this quantity is 150. This is certainly less greater than 100. So I would prefer a slope of 1 to 3. I will prefer to choose this activity over this. So choose 1 to 3. So this have the best slope. So I will choose finally the activities 4 to 5, and I will choose the activity 1 to 3 for the reduction. So reduce in activity 4 to 5 and the common activity 1 to 3 because the slope of common activity is less. And because there are no FF now, all of these are critical path we have already seen. So this means compression limit only depend upon the crash limit, and once the FF is finished, so the role of FF has also finished. Crash limit of activity 4 to 5. Currently now the time duration of activity 4 to 5 is 5. So this is 5 minus 4, it is 1. We have reduced the normal time by 5 days. And for the activity common activity 1 to 3, this is 8 minus 6, so that is 2. Minimum of these two is what is the compression limit, that is 1. So I am going to reduce my project now by 1 day. So if I reduce this project by 1 day, what changes I am going to do now in the calculation of the earliest and the latest? We can see that here the time difference, now in this case this is 4 and the common activity 1 to 3. Now this is reduced by 1 day, so here it is 7. Once these reduction are made, the new calculation of earliest and latest are these, and it ensures that I have reached to 22 days. So earlier we were having 23 days and now we have 22 days. We have reduced one day in this case. So the cost schedule for 22 days is a cost of 23 days plus the 1 day cost that we have reduced in the activity 4 to 5 and the 1 day cost that we have reduced in the activity 1 to 3, which is 100, and hence this quantity is 5000. Now also note that this activity 4 to 5 has reached to its crash duration. This has reached to its crash duration, so I am going to put a star. I cannot reduce anything more from here. And I have to see whether can I reduce now anything else in the project. So let's start again looking at the critical path. So if we want to see further reduction, which is because we want to find the optimal stage, so we'll see the further reduction from here onwards. So now from 22 days, as we have seen further this critical path, again we got these 3 critical path, and in these we searched the best slope activities. Here I got 1 to 2 and 2 to 4 as the best slope activities because they both have the same slope. You can see this is 100 and 2 to 4 is also having the slope 100. So we may choose anything. Say suppose I have selected the activity 1 to 2, and in the remaining 2 path there is a common activity 1 to 3, and hence finally I found the compression activity. So in this case I have selected 1 to 2 and 1 to 3, and this is now the normal time 6 to 5 because earlier you can see here from the normal time of activity 1 to 2, this is from the question that you have to see. For activity 1 to 3, if I look at activity 1 to 3, in the previous case we already got this point as 7. So now I am going to reduce it to crash duration, that is 6. So this normal time is keep on changing, so that we need to ensure that we take the normal time, which is the changed time. So in this case this is 7 minus 6, and hence this we get compression limit as 1. So I have again made a change here and recalculated the time. I get 21 days, and star indicates all the activities has reached to its crashing point. So now this activity 5, 6, because this is a parallel reduction in 1 to 2 and 1 to 3. So we reduce in both activities, and we found that activity 1 to 2, activity 1 to 3 are also now crashed activity, and 4 to 5 was already crashed in the previous stage. So we can find the cost schedule for 21 days by adding the slope of 1 to 2 and adding the slope of 1 to 3. This gives me the amount as 5200. Again I need to find this iteration till the time I don't get the optimal. And when do I get the optimal? Optimal is when at least one of the critical path activities should reach to its crash duration, and I have to see at least one of the path. We have identified 3 paths. At least in one of the path I should see star on all activities, but I don't see at this stage all activities are not starred activities. So we will continue the iteration. Once we continue now the iteration, I again see these are the critical path. In these are the best slope. And why I have not selected now the common activity? Because the common activity has already reached to its crash duration. You can see here in these 2 paths, you see here in these 2 paths again there is a common activity, but that common activity has reached to its crash duration. So I have to move further to the remaining activities. So the best slope in that circumstances is 3 to 5 and 3 to 6. and hence I calculate the crash limit of these activity, which are from the current normal time to the crash time. So this data you can see from the question, and we get again the minimum as 1 because of this minimum. Reduce the 1 day in all these activity that we have selected, simultaneously reduction, and we'll recalculate this time after the reduction as 20 days. So I have calculated in the same table, but this is after the reduction. Once we calculate this, we can calculate now the cost schedule for 20 days, and we get this in the same process. We get this as 5450. Again, I see if I look at we don't still see the star activities in one critical path. So I'm going to repeat my process. In the repetition of the process, I again calculate the critical path, and here again I identify the best slope activity and their corresponding slope and find the compression limit. In that compression limit, still it is 1. So I'm going to again calculate this reduction step, and you can see here now I got this one more star. So this is crash activity, this is crashed activity, this is crashed activity. The only remaining is 5 to 7. So it is possible that in next stage I may get this as crashed, and hence I get the optimal solution. So make sure that every time we choose this compression limit, this time that we are picking is the immediate normal time. So the cost for 19 days, because in this case we have reached to 19 days, is 5750. And if we do one more iteration, now these are the critical path, and in these critical path we see here the best activity is 5 to 7, because 1 to 2 has reached to crash duration, 2 to 4 has reached to crash duration, 4 to 5 has reached to crash duration. The only remaining is 5 to 7, 1 to 3 has crash duration, and in these one we have compared 6 to 7. But in these first two, so here 3 to 5 is also allowed, but if I compare these first two critical path, so the common activity 5 to 7 is giving me the best slope. But if I choose 3 to 5 and 5 to 7 separately, I'm not going to get the best one, because if I choose 5 to 7 separately, that is 200, and 3 to 5, this is 50. So the total amount I'm spending is 250, rather than I can choose the common activity. So it is important to search common activities if it is existing in the path. So common activity is 5 to 7, and here 6 to 7 in the third path. So these are the slope, and we find the compression limit with the usual manner. This is 2 days. So we reduce here by 2 days, and also in this activity by 2 days we get 17. That is the now time duration of the project. After the reduction I have calculated this time, and you can see now in this path, in this critical path, all the activities. So we see here in this critical path, all the activities has reached to its crash duration. So hence this step is optimal. Even if, and also there is one more critical path. This is the critical path. Here also all the activities are star activities. So this is also ensuring that we have reached to optimal duration. So the condition is if at least one. So even if we now make any reduction in this 8, it is not going to affect the time, because from the other path we are always going to get the 17 days. So less than 17 days we cannot reduce this project anymore. So this is the optimal step, and we can calculate the cost of 17 days as usual. Add the previous cost plus the slopes that we have requested. So this is 6100. That is the optimal cost, and hence the minimum cost schedule of the project.